Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mama Christine's podcast, Living Life Through Experience. This is season 2, episode 22, I believe. So that's a 222 right there. All right, so tonight I kind of have an idea what I want to talk about. It's something that's been coming up a lot this week. And one thing I'm going to say to you, and you're probably going to go, yeah, I've been there, overthinking, right? We overthink everything. So many things are so simple, and yet we overthink it to the point that we think it's the most difficult thing in the world, and it's really not. So let's start with some card pulls and see where we go from there. First one, unconditional love. That comes up because, first and foremost, when we're talking about overthinking, why do we overthink? We overthink because what if I'm wrong? What if I don't do it right? What if I do it incorrectly? What if it doesn't come out the way it's supposed to? What if it doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to? And then the unconditional love is something we don't have for ourselves. We're afraid of disappointing other people because whatever it is we're trying to do or figure out, we don't want to disappoint everybody. You're not going to disappoint people. You have to understand. And this is something that even took myself a long time to understand. If other people are disappointed, that's their issue. What I'm trying to do is do my best and do what I need to do for myself. And I'm doing it to the best of my abilities. And those people, if they have a true friend, a true connection of love with you, whether it's through family, friendship, significant other, they're going to understand. And they're going to be like, no, don't worry about it. You're overthinking it. It's okay. And other than that, if you have somebody who's going to complain and, tell you what a terrible job you're doing and so on and so forth, then obviously you don't have somebody who holds unconditional love for you. Truly, you don't. So think about that, right? So what do you want? Here's the manifesting card. What do you want? What do you need? Sometimes things are very simple. And it was funny because I just had a conversation with a client today who is looking to sell their house and buy another house. And, they understand why they want to do this and they have their reasons. And people are like, oh, well, maybe you should hold on to your old house because of a million different reasons. And it just didn't sit well with them. But at the same time, they didn't want to disappoint the other people in the family. And I had to remind this person that, this house that you're in does not belong to the rest of the family. It belongs to you. You have to work with it. You have to deal with it. You have to pay for it. If it's not sitting well with you to keep it, as well as getting something else, then you need to let it go. And they're just going to have to understand. And yes, sometimes we feel like we're disappointing the other people. But at the same time, again, it's about you. It's something that directly involves you. So then there's the whole, well, what do I do? What do I find the right house? Do I not find the right house? What about the price? You think you're going to spend this much and you end up spending this much. And, and this comes into play and that comes into play. And then before you know it, this person's brain is on this hamster wheel that starts spinning out of control. And I go, whoa, slow down. It doesn't have to be that hard. Manifest what you want. Stop looking at everything you see as truth. If you're looking to buy a house within this area of so many miles of whatever, then that's what you put out there. If you're looking to spend this much or less, you put that out there. If you need X amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, whatever it is, you put that out there. And actually, you want to stop overthinking it altogether? I need the perfect house in the perfect place for the perfect amount of money at the perfect time. Boom. The universe knows what you need, right? So why do we drive ourselves crazy trying to make it so perfect? But what if it's not right? And what if it's wrong? What if I forgot to ask for something? Maybe I didn't say it right. And it's like, oh my God. Don't overthink it. Just state it as plain as can be. Perfect house, perfect time, perfect place, perfect money. Done, right? Manifest away, whatever it is, okay? Now the spirit animal, again, whatever animal that has recently come to your awareness, whether it's driving and seeing a deer on the road or a turkey or, I don't know, raccoon, squirrel, whatever, or something you've seen in your yard or whatever. It could even be, it doesn't have to be an actual animal, a living animal. It could be a picture of one, a stuffed one. It's like, but this animal keeps showing up in your life. Then stop what you're doing, Google it. What is the spiritual meaning of whatever you saw? It's a message. Animals bring messages. Yes, there's birds out there all the time. Yes, there's always cardinals. But when you get one that actually captures your attention, that one's trying to tell you something. Look it up, okay? Also, when it comes to animal spirits, it's about instincts. Animals are about instincts. So in human form, intuition. So pay attention to that intuition and listen to it because it's not wrong. You know, you probably have that little voice in your head going, stop overthinking it. Stop freaking out over it. Let go of the fear. It's going to be fine. Oh, you're going to be okay. And yet we ignore and we ignore and we ignore. Stop ignoring your own intuition. Listen to it. It's not wrong. Now, what happens is when we start all this overthinking, one, we get angry. One, we get overwhelmed. Anxiety creeps in. We get super stressed out. And it makes everything else in our lives crazy. So what happens? We're here. Don't hate, meditate. Which basically means, yes, you can go meditate. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? Let go of the craziness. Stop. Take a step back. Take a breath. And just close your eyes and be in the present moment. Because what happens is when you're freaking out and having anxiety over all these different things, you're living in the future. Right? You're living in the future. You don't want to be there. You need to be here. Okay? So take a step back. Take a breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And where am I? Where am I at? What do I feel? What do I hear? What do I sense? Right? Bring yourself into the present moment, okay? Now, when we are trying to do things, whether it's something simple or something big, first and foremost, count your blessings, right? Today's Thankful Thursday, yes? So we're always thankful for anything and everything that comes into our lives. But at the same time, it's like I tell you guys all the time, and I've said this over and over again, when you show your gratitude to the universe, okay, the more you're grateful for, the more will come to you. So again, get out of that negative thinking, the negative thought process, the negative talk, and just be grateful for every little blessing that you have, and therefore you will find that you will have more coming to you, right? Blessings. Now, the express your creativity. So expression is talking, right? Allowing the feelings to flow. And I always say, if you're going through something and you're feeling like you're all over the place, like I said, there's two emotions, and I've talked about this before. There's love and there's fear. And all the other negative or positive emotions run under those two titles. And if you're anxious, you're living in fear. You know, if you trust and believe, you're living in love. Okay, so it's time to start expressing those feelings. So if you're having some negative feelings, negative thoughts, then talk them out with somebody or write them down, journal it. All your fears, doubts, worries, write it all down in a letter to the universe and say, this is what I'm feeling right now. Oh my God, help me. Right? And then take that thing outside and burn it. Carefully, of course, and safely. But it's like, no, it's time to get creative. Let go of the negative thinking, the negative thought process, the negative talk, and say, okay, let's be a little more creative. How can I help myself to be in more of a positive mindset? First and foremost, the minute you say something negative, catch yourself. That's the biggest part, is catching yourself in the negative talk. And then say, okay, nope, that sounded negative to me. What would I say from my heart towards this situation or towards this thing I'm trying to manifest? And turn it around. You go from I can't do this to I am doing everything in my power to get this done, right? So it's time to express, think, all of that self-talk into a more positive place than a negative place, right? Okay. Now, the biggest thing is intuition. Everybody has it, right? Spiritual gifts. We all have the gift. And everybody's like, I don't have the gift. I never get anything. Yes, you do. If you've ever had a thought that just popped out of nowhere, okay? That's it. If you've ever had a gut feeling, that's it. If you ever talked about somebody like, oh my God, I haven't seen so-and-so in forever, and then boom, you run into them, that's it. All these different things, dreams, knowing things before you know them, how to do things without knowing how you knew how to do these things. All those things are intuitive, okay? So use your gifts to help you through your life situations. If you find yourself being negative and having a hard time getting out of that negative talk, then ask the powers that be, the angels, your guides, your loved ones, God, the universe, the creator, whoever and whatever, help me to speak in a positive, loving way to myself and to the world, right? And first and foremost, like I said, is catching yourself in that negative space is first and foremost the best thing you can do. Because a lot of people don't even recognize how negative they are. The constant negative talk, it's like constant. And if you can catch yourself going, wow, that sounded pretty negative, let me turn that around. You're halfway there. You are halfway there. And know that, again, when you apply all these things I've already said, the blessings, the positivity, the positive self-talk, changing things, recognizing, accepting, moving on, letting go, all these different things, this is when the universe itself starts giving you gifts. Again, when you show so much gratitude and for the blessings that you have, more comes to you. When you trust and believe that everything will work out, things do work out and things come to you. No matter what it is, positive will attract positive. It's karma. Karma is good and bad. Karma basically states whatever it is you put out is what you're going to get back. So keep putting yourself out there in a positive mindset. Even when you're not feeling it, say, I may not feel like it today, but I know and I trust and I believe that I am a good person. I am moving forward. I am healing. I am letting go. I am doing my best. Right? Right. And then it's getting up and moving around, doing your thing. Now move your body. What does that mean? When you're in a bad energy, a negative mindset, negative talk, sometimes, and I can speak from experience on this one, as you guys know, I've mentioned it a few times, I go walking with a friend. And sometimes she's like, I just can't wait to go walking tonight because I am just in such a bad space. Like her mindset is a bad space. She's cranky, whatever it is. And I've been there too, where I feel like, And then we go walking and we talk things out. And before you know it, halfway through the walk, she's like, wow, I feel so much better. And now the rest of the walk is very positive and uplifting and it's fun and it's creative and it's, it's moving, right? So that's one way to move your body. If you find that you're in a space where you just don't feel yourself, you do not feel like you should, like your energy is off, your energy is heavy, like you're carrying around everybody else's garbage, then go for a walk. Wherever makes you happy. Down your street, down the beach, anywhere, I don't care. But go for a walk, move your body. Don't just sit there in your pity party and just accept the negativity as truth, because that is not your truth, okay? Again, trusting your vibes. Trust your intuition. Again, I think they keep throwing this out there because so many of you, like myself at one point in life, didn't listen to my intuition. My gut told me not to, and I did it anyway. Now what am I going to do? The thoughts, the ideas, the signs, the symbolisms, the gifts, all of it is there. You have to trust it. Again, a little experiment. Get a piece of paper, a notebook, something. Every time you get this intuitive sense of something that you should be doing, write it down. And just leave it in your notebook. And then make the choice whether or not to follow through or to ignore it and see what happens. And then when you get your result, write down in your notebook next to it whether you passed or failed, okay? Whether it worked or didn't work. But intuition is a huge thing, and you have to listen to it. I find that, I've been doing this for 20 years, but I'm going to say the past 15 for sure. that every time I have trusted my intuition and I trusted and believed that everything was going to work out no matter what was going on with me, it did. It really did. Sometimes you got to look at your life and do this life review thing where you look at yourself and say, am I happy? Do I have the love for myself as well as others? Do I have the love in my relationship? Do I need to set boundaries with people in my life? All these different things, figure out what's working and what's not. And if it's not really working, then fix it, change it, or let it go. Excuse me. So with that being said, this all helps to stop that hamster wheel that goes around in your head like this because of the overthinking. I've had plenty of people come in that are going through a rough patch in their relationship or a rough patch with a family member or friend. And they're like, I don't know what to do, And I'm like, have you tried talking? Kinda. We usually just fight. Don't fight. I'm not a counselor. I am not a therapist, but I can tell you because I've been to therapy for myself as well as me and my kids as a family. And if you need to talk to somebody about how you feel, you need to approach it in a conversation, not a screaming match, not blaming anybody for anything. But, when you look at them and say, I really want to talk to you. And the reason why I want to talk is because I've been feeling unappreciated, or I've been feeling like the love between us doesn't seem as strong as it was. And I love you very much. I would love your input as to how you feel. And maybe we can figure out why this seems off, right? I was always told, play the I game. Don't blame people. It's your fault this happened. It's your fault you did this, you did that. It's like, no, go with what you're feeling. I feel angry because you didn't empty the trash, right? Or I feel sad because I was upset and you didn't comfort me. Now again, some people would see you needing comfort and would just hop up and do it. But if that person is not that type of person, sometimes, it doesn't hurt to say, hey, I'm feeling a little off today. Can you come and hold me, cuddle me, hug me, something, whatever you need. Sometimes you do have to ask. And I've learned that one. That was a big one for me. I would just assume that people should understand if I'm upset, they need to ask me why. They need to coddle me, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, well, no, people aren't going to know unless you ask. Certain people would come out. Now, I would ask somebody else, are you okay? Do you want me to sit with you? Do you want to talk about it? That would be me. But that's who I am. Not everybody's like that. So be mindful of these things, because now your head is going to start spinning going, maybe he doesn't love me. Maybe she doesn't love me. Maybe this relationship is over. Maybe I should say something. What's the difference? All we're going to do is fight. Hear all that negative talk? You already got the cart before the horse, as they say. You've got the whole relationship over and done with, and you're ready for the divorce lawyer or whatever. It's like, whoa, slow down. Maybe you should talk, right? Again, we're overthinking. You don't even know what's going to happen, and you've already got it played out in your head like you know the script. And it's like, no, that doesn't work that way. I mean, I've known plenty of people that, do things out there in life, whatever it is. They do clubs or church or, whatever group things that people do. And, they're like, oh, I don't really want to do it anymore, but I feel bad if I leave. I'm like, yeah, but if you're going to go and be miserable, then why go? They'll figure it out, right? And then it's, oh, I feel bad because I know they're all going to be mad at me. How do you know they're going to be mad at you? Here's where the hamster wheel starts going. You're already predicting and expecting this to happen. And it's like, you know what? That's not always the case. You can't determine what somebody else is going to do or how they're going to react until you say, this is what I'm doing, and then wait for the reaction, which is 99% of the time going, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, but it's okay. And if you need anything, let me know. And it always happens. Every time I hear somebody say things like that, it's like, stop overthinking, okay? I talked with somebody today. I love her to death. I really do. And she was saying how great it smells here at Sisters. And I said, I love the diffuser. Every morning I put the water in, the oil, and let that thing run all day. And she goes, oh, I'm just so intimidated by mine. And I'm like, really? Why? She's like, oh, the water and how much oil and how to blend and how to do this and how to do that. And I'm like, don't overthink it. Just pour some water in, pick your favorite oil, 5 or 6 drops, shut it, turn it on, done. Easy peasy. Really? That's all it is? I'm like, that's all it is. And I know that's something small and maybe some people may find silly, but for other people, it's intimidating. And it doesn't have to be. So take a step back, take a breath, and look at what you can do and say, okay, I can figure this out, right? It just is what it is. Sometimes you just need to do this. Take a leap of faith, right? Oh, we love that leap of faith. Sometimes it's like you just got to jump in with both feet and do what you got to do, right? If you've got a goal, you have a dream, stop letting your head determine what's going to happen, okay? Because your ego will talk you out of anything. It truly will. It'll turn every positive you're feeling in your heart into a negative and then keep you on that hamster wheel of, oh my God, what should I do? Okay? Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your goals. If you feel it, you want it, you go get it. Okay? Again, negative and positive can really mess with you. For example, today I was with a client, and when I came out with the client, my landscaper was here. And he's like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, okay. You got a little problem. I'm like, all right, what? He says, I've been cutting grass here for 20 years. I'm like, yeah. And he goes, first time ever, the weed whacker hit a rock and it hit your door and shattered the outside part of your window. And I went, oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's fine. I mean, it is what it is. It's broken. It's broken. I says, I'll call somebody. We'll figure it out. And I said, I'll give you a call and let you know what's going to happen with it. Oh, all right. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I wasn't going to sit there and freak out over it. I wasn't going to sit there and let this reminisce in my head all day long going, oh my God. It is what it is. It is what it is. Can I change it? No. Can I fix it? Personally? No. All I can do is make a call and say, hey, I need my window fixed. And now somebody will come fix the window. And then the bill will figure that out later, right? It is what it is. Not much we can do about it. So, again, let go. The miracle of forgiveness. It's about letting go. Let go of the anxiety. Let go of the overthinking. Let go of the crazy mind control, the negative talk, the negative thinking, all of that stuff. Catch yourself. Again, catching yourself is first and foremost the top thing you can do. Recognizing it is number one, okay? And then say, okay, wait a minute, I can see my talk is negative, my thought process is negative, my hamster wheel is spinning, it's time to stop this ride. Okay, what can I do? Let's turn things around. I trust and believe everything's going to work out. I trust and believe I'm going to be okay. I know I can do this. I'm letting go of the fear. I'm going to focus on the love. And this is all going to work out just fine. Because again, how old are you and how many things have you been through in your life already? From very traumatic experiences to small experiences to grieving a death of a loved one to losing a job, losing a romance, losing children. We've all been through a million things, right? And we've made it. You've made it. We all get through it. Remember that. So when something comes up, don't freak. It's okay, I've been through worse. What can I do to fix this? What can I do to figure this out? And you will figure it out. And when you do, ta-da, you get to live your joy. Because that's what life is all about. When we learn to listen to our intuition, then our intuition guides us to where we need to be, right? And our intuition will guide us to how to get through our problems, through our breaks, through our grief, through our anything, okay? But it's learning to listen to that. So my biggest thing for you this week is stop overthinking. When you find yourself with that constant thought, say, wait a minute, I need to stop that. Stop. Tell yourself, stop, okay? What I'm obsessing over, can I fix it? No. Can I change it? No. Then I need to let it go and figure out how to get through it. And I know and trust I can get through this and come out the other side okay, right? So whatever it is, it's like my window, you call somebody, right? If it's something else, you call somebody. You know, if you have friends or family that can help you with it, great. If you don't, then you call somebody. Whatever it is, you will figure it out. You know, even if it's money. If for some reason you are very short on finances, then you know what? God, please help me to build up the finances I need to pay for this, because this is important. This needs to be fixed. I need my medicine, whatever it is. And some way, somehow, the universe jumps in and makes things happen. And before you know it, you've got what you need. I don't care what I've been through in the past 20 years. I mean, even longer than that, I'm sure, but I'm going to just go with the past 20. It's like I've been at times feeling like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I just put it out there and I'm like, God, please just make this happen for me. Make me, make it so I can pay my bills. I can put food on the table for my kids. I can get through this awful situation I'm in, and just help me, please. And it all worked out. I mean, I'm here, right? I'm doing everything I want to do. I have what I need. My kids have all grown, gone to college, graduated. They're all working in their professions. Can't ask for better than that, right? So again, don't hold on to things. Don't overthink. Don't live in fear. Live in love, live in trust, believe everything's going to be okay, and I can promise you, you're going to be okay. So that is our talk for this week. All right, guys. It's summertime, so I don't want to keep you guys too long. Get out and enjoy the weather, especially when it's later in the evening. It's a little cooler, so it's better. So sending lots of love to all of you guys. Missed you all last week. I was on vacation. I went to Aruba. It was fantastic. I can't wait to go again. But yeah, so enjoy. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Share the information if you know somebody could use it. And I'll talk to you next week. All right, guys. Thanks so much.